Alright, welcome back to Those Racing Guys. We're back working on the Z that we just picked up. We're going to start off with getting this thing cleaned up and detailed. It may seem a little bit counterintuitive to some because there's some mechanical work that needs to be done, but who likes working on a dirty surface? So we're going to jump into it, get this thing all cleaned up and everything, and put you on the time lapse. Keep an eye on. So Joe's gonna start working on taking out the interior so we can do a proper cleaning to get everything out of the carpet and everything else. And during that time, I'm going to start clay barring the outside to get any of the contaminants out of the paint before we do any type of polish. So stage one of the cleaning's done, got all the crud vacuumed out and hit it with some tough stuff. Joe had to take off, so I wrapped up getting the rest of the car all polished up and everything. I threw on a coat of ceramic as well. As you can tell, the paint's still damaged, but we kind of figured that it was gonna be kind of a lost cause to begin with. We're most likely just gonna wrap it, but there's a couple things that I wasn't able to get to, like getting the tint off of the back because it is bubbling up, as well as getting the headlights, if I can name that, cleaned up with a polishing kit. I did, however, notice that they are damaged on the inside actually as well, so most likely they're going to need to be replaced. Alright, so it's been a couple days since we started working on getting the Z cleaned up, and today I'm going to switch gears to working on getting the maintenance stuff worked on to get this to run a little bit better, because it has been running a little bit rough and it does have a check engine light on. So in front of me I have an air filter, oil filter, spark plugs, an oil pressure sensor, and I also have some oil. And I'm also going to go through and take off the mass airflow and clean that up, as well as the throttle body, because those are pretty regular culprits for problems for these things, because this has a rough start currently. So I'm going to clean those up and see what we can do. Alright, so as I was pulling out these spark plugs, I found that there is oil on it, which is indicative that the valve cover gasket is wearing out. This is something I kind of figured, because I did see a little bit of wetness down here. Obviously can't see because it's pretty dark, and I don't have a light with me right now, so those are going to need to be changed as well. Alright, so the GoPro battery died, but all I did after that was change the oil, so nothing too exciting there. Only one concern with changing that, it was pretty straightforward otherwise, was that there was very little oil actually in the car. It may be that it's blowing by or maybe leaking or something, but I'm pretty glad that I didn't wait and I did the oil change as soon as possible. So next up, since I already have the car up on jack stands here, I am going to work on replacing the headlights. So the front bumper has to come off for the headlights to go on, so I figure it's going to be a perfect time, since I already have it up off the air, to work on this. So that'll wrap up most of the maintenance items as well as the detailing that need to get done on the Z. There's still a handful of random things that need to be get done, some trim that needs to get repaired and stuff like that, but I'll take care of most of that stuff off of camera. So right now we're pretty close to being good on this, but I have one more project left for this Z before we kind of wrap up this little mini set of episodes, and that will involve this piece of equipment here. So yeah, we're gonna be 3D printing some stuff, doing some prototypes. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, keep an eye out, because we're gonna be doing a lot more of that as well as we start to develop more parts. So I'm gonna sign off here, but as usual, you know, if you like this kind of video, let us know down below. Leave a comment, give us a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.